Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Legendaries. Today, we're going to be taking a look at what I kind of mislabeled. A lot of you might know it as the Lyuda. Some older players might know it as the White Death, but the current name in game is the Lyudmilla, I believe is how it's pronounced. I'll go over more in a short moment why the confusion came up. So, I've been asked to talk about some of the references with the items in this game. For this one in particular, the Lyudmilla is a reference to a Russian sniper who served in World War One. I believe they were very famous for their high kill count. Well, the naming scheme was a bit split across the different systems when the game first came out. PlayStation had one name, Xbox had another, and in the last big update, I think with the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, they eventually made them all universal into the Lyudmilla. So unlocking the farm for the Lyuda is not the hardest thing in the world. All you'll need to do is advance the story until the mission shows up on the board to help Mordecai, the good, the bad, and the Mordecai, and finish that string of missions. At the very end, you'll run into two bandits, Mobley and Gettle, and Gettle will drop the Lyuda at a 10% drop rate. As for the route to get over to them to farm, normally what a lot of people will do is spawn out of the friendship gulag up here, which you run into during that same mission string, run down to the car down here, and then drive into the wall next to the church over here. If you hop out of your vehicle, you can actually get on a ledge and walk straight over to where the farm is, over here in front of the church. And why do you want the Lyuda to begin with? Well, if you've never used this thing, it is an absolute treat. The special effect is that shortly after firing, the projectile will split into three, but every one of those projectiles does the full amount of damage of the original shot. On top of that, the gun can be found in every single element except for explosives. So you have fire, shock, corrosion, and even slag at your disposal for basically any build or any situation you want. There is a version of this gun for you. Not to mention that this is a Vladov weapon, the manufacturing bonus of which is just their sheer high fire rate. You're able to just absolutely unleash a torrent of weapons fired downrange, obliterating anything you come across. In terms of efficient builds, Salvador really shines with this weapon as the sheer high fire rate of the Lyuda makes it very ammo hungry. Offsetting that with his passive ammo regeneration, as well as skills that give you a chance to not use ammo, or even return ammo to the magazine instead of being expended after a kill, he's able to make this weapon work a lot longer and more effective than some of the other Vault Hunters. But not to be discredited, Zero and his sniper efficiency also comes into play quite effectively with the Lyuda. He has many skills that increases critical damage, as we've discussed before, making snipers an even powerful tool, as well as just adding even more ammunition into the Lyuda, which with a matching grip can have upwards of like 17 to 20 shots per magazine, which is just absolutely ridiculous for a full auto sniper. But at the end of the day, just put it on any Vault Hunter you need something dead on, and it will do its job. Honestly, it is an S tier weapon and one that unfortunately goes overlooked quite often due to the fact that it's tied to the end of a side mission chain. And if you don't know the rock skip to be able to farm it, can take a little bit of time to farm each time. All right, a little bit more of a longer one today. We have plenty more legendaries to find in the dust, and on our next episode, we'll be taking a look at the Doll legendary assault rifle, the Varuk. And hey, we've reached the part of the video where I don't feel like I need to re-record every piece like 5 times because I stutter the light. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you think there's something I can improve on, leave a comment or even subscribe. And honestly, just I really appreciate everyone who's been joining the channel so far. We've jumped up to 170 subscribers, which is like 50 in a month, the biggest month I've ever had on this channel. And honestly, I really appreciate you guys. Until next time, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.